Hey guys, thank you for tuning in again. Today, let's talk tech. This, and then I mean the hub, is a Colony Wasp Cassette hub. I don't really ride this anymore. I've had it on my bike for about a year and a half. So I'm gonna tell you guys what I liked about it, what I don't like about it, why I think you should or should not buy a Colony Cassette hub. That being said, let's get started. So first of all, this is what you call a direct engagement hub. So that means that when you pedal forward or want to give pedal pressure, you always have engagement. That's not really that special, except in this case, the Colony Cassette hub is affordable. The most well-known direct engagement hub would be the Profile Elite, which is very expensive. So how does that direct engagement actually work? Well, to understand how that works, you need to remove the driver. So how this works is, this driver has 6 pawls and springs. The traditional driver will have about 3 or 4. Each pawl though, however, has 3 little teeth on it. Those 3 little teeth are what actually engages in the hub shell. So the hub shell has small little slots in which this driver can engage. That's a plus, but it's also a negative. So the plus is that direct engagement, if you actually want a product like that, it's available. So the bad thing is, because of the small little teeth on the pawls, it's a lot more susceptible to wear. So in fact, before I swapped out the driver for an aluminum upgrade like this one, I degreased the driver so it made a more loud clicking noise. The pawls, they actually wore down really quick. Maintenance is a key issue on hubs like this. So one thing I really like about hubs like these, direct engagement hubs in general, and the Colony hub is no different. It sounds really good. Really good. Except for just a driver upgrade, I also did the hub guard upgrade. It's just an accessory you can buy with the hub. We all know what a hub guard does. It protects the hub. It works. It just threads on the axle. What I didn't like was that you lock it down with an Allen key. The problem is, it kind of destroys the threads on the axle. So when you lock this into place, it actually has to stay there, because if anything shifts or changes, or you want to run it without a hub guard and you take things on and off, you're going to destroy the threads on the axle. And that's exactly what happened to me. The hub started having some issues. First of all, so when I still had the old driver, I degreased everything so it made a louder clicking noise. By doing so, I knew I had a risk of having more wear and tear on the hub. And it actually took it pretty well. Like 3/4 of a year in, I started having some issues with it skipping, so I took the chance to fix the issue, upgrade to a new driver, and so forth. 6 months down the road, I started having some issues with the hub having some play. I pretty much changed out everything except for the axle. So I put in new bearings, I put in new lock nuts, small little bushings, I changed those. It worked for about a week, and then I started having play issues again. I think I had some wear on the axle because of the hub guard. I couldn't actually tighten down the lock nuts enough. If I did, the hub would seize, the driver would stop spinning. Up until that moment, I was really happy with this. That being said, I actually think the fact I was able to buy everything separate is one of the big advantages of this hub. I was able to buy bearings separate, the lock nuts separate, I was able to buy the bushing separate, the driver separate. All the small little parts I needed to fix the hub was available. That's something a lot of brands don't have, or at least it's not as easy to fix your hub. I think my issues was ultimately either the axle or the hub shell, because I rode around with too much play for too long. It's not good for your hub shell. So the real question is, would I buy a hub like this again? I think I would. I really like the direct engagement. I don't like the price point of other competitors that have hubs like these. Yes, if I were to run a direct engagement hub again, I would consider buying a Colony. So what I would do differently though, is if I had issues with the hub, I'd try to fix it as soon as possible and not ride around with the same issue. That would only get worse over time. I like Colony as a brand. The design is questionable because I don't like the threaded axle, but overall, I'd say it's a pretty good hub. Thank you guys for tuning in, and I'll see you guys with the next video.